In 2020, men's athletic programs received more than twice the resources of women's athletic programs. Recruiting and coaching resources favored male athletes about 3 to 1. According to a 2023 government report titled The Importance of Protecting Female Athletics in Title IX, the gap shows that even decades after Title IX's passage, the playing field still isn't entirely level. Today, I want to talk about how Title IX transformed athletics, the challenges that remain, and what it means for the future of equality for women in athletics. With the recent changes in name, image, and likeness, or NIL, college athletes can now earn money from sponsorships or branding, but women often receive far fewer opportunities and lower value contracts than their male peers. This means it is a crucial moment to examine whether Title IX is truly meeting the promise of fairness for all. First, Title IX fundamentally changed opportunities for women in sports. Before 1972, fewer than 300,000 girls played high school sports. Today, that number has increased to over 3.4 million, according to the Women's Sports Foundation. At the college level, Title IX required schools to offer equal opportunities, scholarships, and access to resources for both men's and women's programs. This law didn't increase participation, it also elevated the visibility. Organizations like Champion Women and Women's Sports Foundation advocate for legal protection and funding for female athletes. Media coverage has also improved, but not enough. A study done by Cookie et al. Found that women's sports are shown far less often than men's and often pushed to secondary channels or streaming services. And while Title IX opened the doors for athletes, it hasn't done the same for coaches and administrative roles. Before Title IX, over 90% of women coached female athletes. Today, that number has dropped to under 45%. Women currently hold only about 25% of the athletic director positions across all NCAA schools. This shows that participation doesn't always translate to leadership. True equality requires more than just equal access to play. It also means equal opportunities to lead. Despite major gains, significant inequalities are still persisting, specifically in funding and NIL opportunities. At many Division I schools, athletic departments still fail what's called the proportionality test, meaning their budgets and participation rates don't match their gender representation. Research summarized in the Journal of Sports Economics in 2024 show that over 80% of Division I schools fall short of providing equal participation or spending for women's athletic programs. Then there's the issue of NIL. While NIL was meant to empower all student athletes, male athletes receive deals at a 10-to-1 ratio compared to women, according to research by Evans and Kepner in the Administrative Theory and Praxis in 2023. Some argue that men's sports generate more revenue, while others are pointing out that women's sports get fewer investment opportunities from the beginning. A 2021 study by Moghaji et al. At the International Journal of Sports Policy and Politics found that many female athletes feel discouraged from pursuing professional sports because the financial returns are so limited, even with NIL opportunities. Finally, there's legal uncertainty. Title IX applies to institutions that receive federal funding, but its enforcement over NIL and athlete compensation is unclear. Since student athletes aren't legally considered employees, employment protections under Title VII don't apply, leaving a gray area for regulation. As Romano in 2024 noted in the Campus Legal Advisor, schools must now navigate what is this now uncharted territory when it comes to equity and compensation. So to recap, Title IX has undeniably increased opportunities for women in athletics. However, inequalities in funding, leadership, and NIL are still persisting. Without stronger enforcement and updated policies, the promise of equality stays restricted. Title IX broke barriers in 1972. The question now is whether we'll allow new challenges, such as NIL, to recreate these old inequalities. Equality in sports isn't about participation, it's about ensuring that every athlete competes on a truly level playing field. Thank you.